Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Zelda Speedruns and welcome to the official best race of the day, because it's the only one. Welcome to the Wind Waker Randomizer Season 6 Challenge Cup. Welcome to Arena's Bracket Quarterfinals. And welcome to a wonderful matchup with MrMario7788 going up against fan favorite CrystalBellis. It's game one. We'll see how this turns out. And without further ado, because we really want to find out who's going to win, let's hand it off to Tanjo and to Wolflink. Take it away. Welcome on Tracking Talent Jade as well. Thank you.
Yo. Awesome intro by Trez. The classic.
As always.
Yeah, we got the Trez seed today for our runners. See how gross it is. Historically, Trez seeds. You know? Interesting
Always
seed.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is going to be an interesting race. Crystal, of course, has been around in the Wind Waker Randomizer community for quite a while. And Mr. Mario, a newcomer relatively to Wind Waker Randomizer, came in with the mini blends earlier this year, but of course a veteran in other Zelda randomizers. So yeah, we'll see how these runners do. Should be an exciting match. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. It's definitely going to be a good matchup, and it's going to be interesting to see who pulls ahead, especially with a Tress seed.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, we're starting at Bomb Island, I think, or no?
Everyone's favorite.
Where is this? I'm not sure.
I
But we
think
got some
it is
hints.
Bomb Island.
Okay. Oh no, it's Stonewatcher.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and we got Mr. Mario immediately heading off to Forest Haven. Interesting play here as Crystal reads through the hints. The hints told us that we have Mulgara, Jahala, and Godon. So that's a double Temple Seed plus Tower of the Gods.
Everyone's favorite lineup.
Yeah. Headstone to Jahala, in fact. That's an interesting one. And then the Foolishness, we had Bird's Peak over on Crystal's side, Mother and Child, Southern Fairy, and Male. The mailbox is foolish, which is interesting. All the mail being dead. That's pretty wild.
That just gets rid of a lot of checks.
Yeah, yeah. Mother and Child's being barren is also a little interesting. Some runners will go for the Mother and Child into Western Super Swim.
Yeah.
But we'll see if we see that today. Yeah, Ganon's Maze being dead, Golf being nothing. Wind Temple having a Picto. That could be interesting because a lot of runners wait for Picto before doing Lenzo stuff.
Yeah.
So this might prompt them to maybe do it just because it seems like it might be a late Picto. We'll see. And Tinkle Statue over in Beetle there. Beetle 20, neither runner can afford it yet. But something to keep in mind.
Might lead to something. Who knows?
Yeah. Very interesting that we have both runners kind of doing the same route here. Definitely don't blame them with that Bird's Peak Rock being foolish. You can take the chest storage from Cliff Plateau and bring it all the way to Thorn Fairy, which has Maggie's letter. So, definitely good.
Definitely a good early get.
Mm-hmm. And we saw a peak there on Crystal's side at the Forest Haven Small Island. I didn't see whether it was spiky or not. I don't know if you got
No,
look at
absolutely not. I use the X-ray vision to the runners.
Yeah. So, we'll see. We'll see if Crystal goes back to that. Like struggling a little bit here with the movement on the platforms in Cliff Plateau. Both runners looking to get storage here and store this chest. Nice first try there by Mr. Mario. Just a brown chest inside though, so nothing too exciting yet.
Who knows, it might be Hero's Charm.
It could be, yeah.
Favorite.
If it is, I hope both runners equip it. But especially Crystal, because it's just a very cute model on Linka.
Yeah.
Both runners going for the middle strat here for Plateau, my personal favorite.
It seems to be the most used.
Yeah. And it looks like it's a brown chest on top too, so Cliff Plateau having nothing. Only good for some storage here.
Yeah.
Oh, got a very close race so far. MrMario only a little bit behind Crystal here.
And both of the runners also doing exactly the same route.
Yeah.
Start.
Yeah, like Glenn points out, it was a heart container inside. Which is nice. See whose sailing is better here. As both runners are racing to Thorn, hopefully remembering that Bird Speed Rock is foolish. Can be a little tricky sometimes to keep track of all these things, but thanks to the tracker, very easy to mark off the barons at least, yeah.
Not having a tracker is interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty challenging, especially since in Wind Waker you get all the hints at the start. So it's just can be very like mental overload at the beginning. But yeah, we're just gonna bring the chest storage to Thorn and just slide right into the shell. Walls are just a suggestion.
Back in the day, hints weren't even a thing in randomizers.
No, yeah, hints relatively new, added last season.
The good old days.
Yeah. Well, I guess there used to be like hints on the Fishman, but rarely you'd see people go for them.
Those were just they weren't really used.
Yeah, they've since received a major overhaul. Yeah, Maggie's letter should pick that up, just in case. Never know. And yeah, we're just gonna save warp out of here. MrMario gonna go for the walk out of here. You can do a side hop jump slash to get through the vines. Nice.
Let's try. It's always nice to see.
And look at that, both runners swimming up to their boats. And where will we go? Oh my goodness, the sink. Holy. But now it's suddenly divergence.
Finally.
We got one crystal head into Windfall, which is Captain Bulgara. And then we have MrMario going for Outset, another common play, kind of delaying Windfall to try to find a Picto, find Delivery Bag.
Both
Definitely
really
reasonable.
common plays to do early on.
Yeah, we'll see which one will be the better play here. MrMario going for a roll clip to gain the Mesa's House. Nice first try and getting the midair jump slash to instantly land in the loading zone. Small little time save there. Oh, but then crawling out, or maybe peeked that it was no.
Yeah.
Just accidentally crawling out. Classic.
It's
Ooh, a bow. That could be big.
Yeah, that's interesting to get early on.
Yeah. Now we do know Cyclos is nothing, and DRI Flyer Cross is also nothing. But yeah, it could lead to Fire and Ice early, something. We'll see.
First single statue on Maggie.
Okay. Yeah, and both runners need to remember that there was another Tingle statue on Beetle, so can't forget about that one. Interesting crystal not. So another common thing with Windfall in Season 6 is to instantly turn it to night to do Mila first. But looks like Crystal is going to go for some daytime routing here.
Yeah.
For now.
Moblin's letter also in Grandma Basement.
Okay. So getting another item for Windfall potentially delivered, or depending on where that delivery bag is. Just gonna grab some money here.
Another single statue.
3 Sphere Zero Tingle statues. Oh, nice first try roll clip again by MrMario, getting into Jaboon's cave here.
That one also being one of the harder roll clips.
Yeah, the angle you have to take is somewhat precise so that you don't hit the loading zone for the door.
Jaboon's cave holding nothing.
Nope. Now MrMario gonna warp away from Outset. I suspect going to Windfall now. No, go to DRI first. Okay.
Choking the boulder.
Yeah.
The stone.
Yeah, just trying to get as many items as he can before Windfall. Okay, we got Hirshu. That is definitely nice. Required at least one probably gonna want both since we have Earth Temple.
Yeah, that will make it way easier.
Yeah. Oh, I got something in the Tingle Maze as well. Or not, just kidding. I can't see. I thought it was red. Never mind,
50
ignore me.
rupee. Purple rupee on the stone, which will allow Mr. Mario to just buy the Tingle statue on Tingle. On Beetle.
On Beetle, yeah. And oh, it looks like Mr. Mario peeking at the top boulder was nothing. And are we gonna see a crescent? Yeah, crescent sail here. Just to check that, Crystal sets up for Lenzo door cancel. So we're gonna make the executive decision to just get the Lenzo stuff done now, not wait around for a Picto. I respect the play. Yeah, we do have the inverted compass on Mr. Mario's side with the arrow pointing. You know,
classic.
The top of the compass is always north, basically, rather than where the compass points. It's rather confusing. Alright, Spiky on Crescent. Let's see what this is. Command melody. Okay, require the seed.
Yeah, so that's pretty good to get.
Yeah. Don't need it for a while though, probably. This might be quite a late dungeon entry.
It's seen the 3 dungeons we've got this seed. It's probably going to be pretty late.
Yeah. Alright, there. So Crystal just using that door cancel to move around Windfall. A little easier catching these kids.
And Mario heading to Portrait.
Yeah. Just getting paw print done with now. I mean, you can't really full clear it unless you get lucky with what items you find.
Did spell. That's good.
Yeah, required. Won't help with paw print though, unfortunately.
No, unfortunately.
Alright, so now Crystal's gonna set up for the door cancel into Lenzos. Pretty straightforward, basically you're gonna abuse the fact that you have such small collision to just walk right through the door. Nice. Nice. Pretty clean, and we get double Spiky! The dream, maybe we'll even find a Picto here? Oh, another bow! Wow, okay.
2. Well, we know 2.
Yeah. And bombs too, wow. So that's
really good.
Yeah, that's gonna help Crystal out with full clearing paw print. Because it looks like the grapple one was not spiky. Mr. Mario trying to go for the peak there, but I don't think got a good camera angle. Yeah, just gonna leave. And yeah, so that's gonna be Fire and Ice if Mr. Mario does land the door cancel. Of course you can't.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it is pretty good. But no magic yet, so you can't actually use the Fire and Ice.
Yeah, so like, it's true. That's
the one thing.
It's hard to remember the fact that magic just isn't given at the start now in Season 6.
Yeah. Yeah, we got another Tingle statue. Another Sphere Zero Tingle statue on Ivan. Oh, hammer. And Hammer. Yeah, so that puts Maggie's letter in logic. Go Western Fairy. And Mr. Mario gonna be arriving at Windfall at night, so gonna start immediately with Windfall. And Crystal's gonna ignore Mila for now, which is fine. Gonna maybe wait for, Fire and Ice so that you can do creep stuff.
Who knows, maybe Mila's magic.
Let that Sphere Zero check. We'll see on Mr. Mario's side shortly. Yeah, race is going pretty well so far. Both runners very synced up when they both started with the Cliff Plateau play. And then Divergence, Mr. Mario heading to Outset and DRI before Bruno Windfall. Crystal opting for the immediate Windfall. Yeah, we'll see if Mr. Mario goes for Lens of Door Cancel. It would definitely be beneficial to pick up those bombs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and another thing about Lens of Door Cancel is that it means that you are doing hide and seek. You're not delaying it. In this case, that means you get a hammer, which isn't the most important thing, but you know, you will need it eventually. Oh,
Delivery bag.
nice. Delivery bag for Crystal for more DR or for Windfall stuff. But I wouldn't go back to Windfall immediately, just for
No.
setting up
Probably
Zenari and
wait.
Maggie's. Yeah. Especially with bombs, you can do most of that pop print loop, just hoping that the grapple lock check is nothing, which we know it's not.
And then there's
Ooh.
pop. Oh, a shard.
Okay. Required, but doesn't do anything for
Not
Mr. Mario.
helpful.
Yeah.
Who knows, paw print might hold something good early.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Crystal's just going to go for exactly that. We got the pop print loop, and is also going to be able to get that last check on pop print that we didn't see on Mr. Mario's side, as well as head over to Eastern Fairy. So yeah, it definitely feels like Crystal with the more fortunate right here, the Windfall Rush.
Yeah.
But anything can happen.
It's Wind Waker, it's Randomizer. I've seen every scenario possible. Who knows, with Command Melody this early, you go into like Wind Temple and the first chest is, I think, yeah, it is. You go to Wind Temple and first chest is just like progression or something.
Yeah, just need irons and then your magic could be on first check in Wind Temple.
Yeah.
And that'd be interesting.
That would be evil.
Yeah. Yep, now both runners kind of just doing what the other one did earlier. We haven't seen Angular yet. I don't really expect either runner to go there immediately.
When runners put it off, it has something, so...
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be an annoying place for something like Cookshot or Leaf. Then, of course, there's Western Fair that's open to us as well. And then all the delivery bag stuff.
It's annoying because getting a bunch of stuff that uses magic early always is like, what do you prefer? Like having the item or just getting magic? Like at this point, having the item's good to know you've got the item. But,
yeah.
Crystal just exploded.
Yeah, maybe was looking through her tracker or something, looking through her notes, missed the barrel. Why was that barrel there? Very rude, but has to swim back to her boat. Unfortunate. That's a shield on Mr. Mario's side. Doing a lot of tingle stuff. And we'll see if Mr. Mario opts to do Lens of Door Cancel. I feel like it can be kind of split among the community whether or not to do Lens of Door Cancel. Yeah, definitely with a hinted late, probably Picto and Wind Temple.
Yeah. It's something that like either the late or Picto in like it might be the first like logic Picto which would put like that bow and bombs like way later in the seed, but there's a higher chance that's just a Picto lying around.
Yeah.
Who knows? There might be one in paw print.
Doesn't look like it though. And Mr. Mario is going to go for the Lens of Door Cancel. So that's good for Mr. Mario.
That's a good choice.
Yeah, Crystal is going to be able to do that single dip pop print. So we're going to save a little time over Mr. Mario. Struggling a little bit with the saddle spot. It can be tricky. Just gotta kind of find the sweet spot on the wall here. Get right into the rock. There we go.
Dead.
Yeah.
So it might actually be a good
Oh.
thing that Mr. Mario went there early.
Oh, did Mr. Mario not talk to Miss Marie? Ooh, that's unfortunate. Forgetting to set up for hide and seek. So, gonna have to go set up, get all that storage again. That's unfortunate. Yeah, you do have to talk to Miss Marie before you can start the hide and seek quest. Because you can't turn on the lights until you talk to Miss Marie. You could of course do blind lens or door cancel. But I don't think that was the plan. There's also bomb mail.
Yeah. But
Oh,
Mayo
Crystal's
is...
bomb mail.
Mayo is...
Mail is
dead.
foolish, that is right, yeah, I forgot. That is very true.
So the mailbox will probably just not be touched this season.
No, yeah. Alright, Mr. Mario, try and get storage again. This spot can be a little tricky because you can kind of climb this ledge at different heights, so learning the timing for the sled can be a little inconsistent if you don't kind of stand at the same spot every time.
Storage is just inconsistent.
Oh, there we go, gets it. Nothing on Eastern Ferry. So our bomb's yielding nothing so far. Could go with Bomb Island.
True.
Islet. Southern Ferry's foolish. I assume Crystal will go to Outset now. Yep. Just gonna trade off. Oop. Mr. Mario. I want to advance the text box a little bit more. Probably was fine. Let's talk to Ivan now. It can be a little hard to do so in the dark. We're really struggling to find Ivan here.
Yeah.
Kid's just circling. There we go. Easy first try.
Crystal getting fire nice now.
Yep. Probably a little sad that she can't use them right away, but
There isn't that much left to do.
no, yeah. Might see Diamond Step early here, maybe, and then swim into Islet. I'm not sure.
At this point, 14 will start shows this early. Ankle might be the key.
Maybe, yeah. And yeah, 4 Sphere Zero Tingle statues almost makes you think that Angular Peak will also be a Tingle statue. Kinda, I think that's our last Sphere Zero check, I think. But, I don't know, anything can happen. Crystal gonna pick up Moblins. Can also go back to Windfall, do some more delivery bag stuff.
Yep.
If she wants to.
It seems like this scene is just preparing runners for like back and forth.
Yeah.
Who knows, maybe when Mr. Mario gets his delivery bag, he might just come back to
He
Windfall.
might, yeah. Alright, nice roll clip there by Crystal. Also, didn't have to do the roll clip in the bases this night. Yeah, yeah, and also not. So you can climb up the rocks by Sam, which is the guy on the bench. You can climb up those rocks, but Mr. Mario instead swimming to the other side of the island, so this is a little bit, or quite a bit slower of a recovery. And yeah, I don't think actually quite doing that lens of door cancel jump correctly. I think he's jump slashing too fast.
Maybe the angle also might be a bit off.
That should be fine. Yeah, I think maybe jump slashing too fast, or maybe not rolling. Let me see it. Okay, there we go.
There, oh.
Yeah, Crystal gonna immediately return to Woodfall after outset.
Yeah.
Oop. Yeah, just needs to go through a door. Nicely done.
Also taking care of Milan after her.
Yep. Would be nice to, of course, do, creep stuff right now, but
Obviously,
can at
that
least
magic.
start the windmill.
Who knows?
Mhm.
Maybe.
You can store the door as well for Maggie's letter stuff. Some stuff to do. Not too much, though. But yeah, both runners basically holding hands on Windfall right now.
Yep.
Nope. I've been juking.
Is
Oh!
Oh my god.
Oh
No.
my goodness. Where is Ivan now? There he is. The jukes.
That was a good play from Ivan.
Nice, got a yellow rupee in the pot.
Good RNG.
And yeah, the hammer as well. So yeah, we have Bomb Island, we have Islet, we have Western Ferry, and we have Angular Peak, really. That's all that remains for our runners that we haven't seen on Restream. None of those plays are really great.
Surely at this point, it's trying to think of what would really unlock everything. I mean, magic at this point could be it. Could be a bunch of stuff. Think about it.
Yeah. I mean, Ice Ring is path, so magic would definitely give us something. Ooh, a red rupee as well on Crystal's side.
Now this is funny because Crystal was last time I commentated with Crystal. She was complaining never having good RNG on the rupees.
Dang. Yeah, now getting 2 yellows and a red. That's pretty good. Fire Ice is out of logic, that is true. Yeah, we need a pick that to put that in logic as well as bombs. So yeah, actually as far as in logic checks go, it's just delivery bag stuff and angular. And Crystal will be the first one to do these delivery bag checks. MrMario about to receive them. Western Ferry, that is true. Oh, not turning in moblins? Or did she already do that? Oh, okay, no, just forgot. Yeah, definitely don't want to forget, because that's one of the things where you maybe marked it off that you've done it, then you forget to actually do it, and suddenly you're down to 0 locations in the end game.
Light arrow, oh my god.
Okay, yeah, definitely don't want to forget that one.
Wow.
Light arrows already, still can't use them, so it would...
27 light arrows, that is fast.
Yeah, and yeah, that also now puts Fire and Ice in logic. So magic would actually start unlocking stuff for us logically.
It also makes Valhalla really easy now.
Yeah, we maybe can even skip Mirrorfield. Probably not. We'll see.
Nah.
We'll see.
Crystal starting up the training quest.
Definitely could do like the get the flower and head over to Western Ferry.
Yeah. Let's see what the Metal Mountain holds. Magic!
Wow.
That is well, it's a good thing that MrMario decided to go back to Windfall straight away.
Yeah. Yeah, and now we can do creep stuff immediately.
That puts both runners pretty even right now.
Yeah. Crystal
Slight
does...
edge to Crystal.
Yeah, slight edge. Not having to double dip popper and stuff. For sure.
That helped a lot, but if MrMario picked correctly, he already knows that Pauperin is fallish. So probably won't return there later on.
Yeah, we'll see. That's kind of a tricky peak to do, so not sure
Yeah.
if he got it. But yeah, so far so good. Ice Ring was path to Tower of the Gods, I believe. So
Yes.
that could be a pearl. Could be leaf though, that could be nice.
Leaf would be nice now that we have magic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, last thing we need is leaf in first check of a wind temple or something.
Is spiky, so runners need to remember that.
Yep. There's a wacky strat you could do to get it with bombs, but I don't think we'll see either runner pull that off. I mean, they might go for it though, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
I've never learned it though.
Never seen it personally.
Alright, what about Creeb? Good old Creeb. Classic Creeb.
Money.
Okay. Dang. Oh yeah, Mr. Mario not picking up the magic from the cafe bar. Interesting.
Did he forget about that? Oh, maybe.
Okay. Okay. That's...
He might do it after trade, yeah.
yeah. What
Also
was
checking.
that crayfish? Anyone see?
Oh,
Okay, that
it's
looks
spiky.
brown. Oh,
I think-
okay.
I think it's spiky.
Well,
I
I've
think
been wrong already, so
I think I saw a little bit of like a darker shade on that
okay.
chest.
Then, Mr. Mario, we'll have to remember that for later, since no leaf right now.
And before trading quest equals leaf.
Yeah, I mean, Crystal not prioritizing that right now, going for the ice ring path, which makes sense.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense. We'll be
Yeah.
able to see which placement. Oh, well. First chest is spiky, so.
Yeah. Yeah, see, it's going pretty well so far. Crystal with a slight advantage. But both runners, well, not both, well, both runners do have lights.
Mirror
Crystal has
shield.
magic. Mirror shield now as well. That could be path to go down, which means maybe something's in Earth Temple, a pearl or something.
Maybe.
Are
Jet
they-
Seed with the temples, no.
Jet seeds are a myth.
Also, yes, they are a myth. They don't exist.
Yeah. The sooner you say this is a jet seed when you run a seed, the longer the seed will end up being. It's the law.
Oh, double spiky.
Yeah. This could actually just be the pearl.
Yeah. No hook
No,
shot. Wow.
hook shot. Okay. So yeah, now hard to say what is our path. Maybe both items. Maybe a pearl in both dungeons, both temples.
Maybe.
Something, I don't know. Interesting. But this is really convenient because now we can go down to Angular and actually peek, or actually get the chest. So we're not gonna have to orphan.
And also Pete. Oh yeah,
Angular.
no, she can get both. That's actually really good. That's a really good sequence of events.
Yeah. Mr. Mario getting
Iron
the iron
boots.
boots from
Oh,
Western
with-
Fairy.
With hammer, that
Yeah, that is one check in
Wind
Wind
Temple.
Temple that is now in Logic.
yeah.
Could go back to Outset or go back to Windfall, grab that magic, and then
Hopefully.
gamble that first check, maybe.
Is that spiky? Probably
Doesn't
not.
look like it, yeah. Mr. Mario thinking. Gonna go back to Windfall.
Probably gonna get the magic and finish off the trading quest.
It looks like nothing on the peak of Angular since Crystal is leaving. Where are you headed now? Back to Outset with that hook shot. Probably gonna go to do Diamond Step.
Probably.
We also have one more path hint really to consider, which is Headstone to Jalhalla.
Single
Jalhalla.
statue.
Oh, okay. So that's not
So
supposed
that's
to be
all
a single statue.
five.
Oh, yeah, that is all 5.
Yes.
Yeah. Mr. Mario missing the one on Beetle, maybe?
Yes. I don't think.
Yeah.
Mr. Mario went to be all
Uh-oh.
Mr. Mario forgetting about Mail Man.
Oh, no. That's not good. Yeah.
Oh,
It's going to be some clunky routing now for Mr. Mario. If he heads to angular now, going to have to double dip.
hopefully he doesn't forget.
Yeah. Just going to buy the single statue now. So that's really unfortunate for Mr. Mario. And it looks like he's marked the check off on his trackers. This is probably just one of those cases where you mark off the check before you do it and you kind of forget to do it.
Yeah. That is actually really unfortunate since that's magic.
Mm-hmm.
Probably gonna end up checking everything and then thinking back to what he hasn't checked, and it's going to end up being that. But
Yeah.
the question
Yeah.
is, will he remember that that is another
Yeah.
question.
I mean, worst thing for Mr. Mario would be like some of Earth Temples open for him, and then he's in Earth Temple without mirrors and without magic, thinking that he's following the logic, but
Oh, that's absolutely nothing.
that is nothing. Yeah, Boomerang, not really useful for these runners. We do have something in Diamond Step here. What we got? A wallet. That's nothing
Well,
for us today.
That's absolutely nothing since mailbox is foolish.
Yep. Mailbox is dead. Does that mean another logical check would be the other magic? Well, there's no guarantee on what. Well, the Cafe Bar Postman isn't a mailbox check. Mailbox only refers to checks that you get directly from the mailbox. Things like a note to mom and wallet mail. Cafe Bar Postman would be a windfall.
Oh, yeah, okay. So, Mr. Mario actually going to corporate.
Yeah. Looks like didn't get that peak, so just gonna have to go check it.
There is a second magic somewhere. The only issue is that it might be buried in a dungeon, which will not help Mr. Mario's case.
Yeah, that second magic could be anywhere. And yeah, has no logic to it, and nothing on the Needle Rock chest. See if Crystal gets anything in the cave here.
Was it Needle Rock hinted?
Oh yes, it does. Yeah, it has a shard. So if the chest was in it, then it must be the cave. Alright, where? Okay, Mr. Mario headed south to eastern. We know that's nothing. And then we'll probably just keep following what he believes he has left, which is Bomb Island, Islet. So yeah, this routing is just going to benefit Crystal because Crystal just has a cleaner path through the overworld.
Yeah.
And there's the second shard for Crystal. Gonna pick up some arrow refills here. And probably gonna head straight to Islet from here.
Yeah.
Crystal clean. Oh, no. Okay. Debated. Actually, yes. Going to Islet. One of the few checks Mr. Mario has left in logic. So we'll see if this maybe baits Mr. Mario into going somewhere else. Bait bag would be kind of annoying, I think.
Yeah, because that would open up a few things. Crystal checking Islet.
Just gonna use the bombs to remove the gunboat. Mr. Mario gonna go for angular. Makes sense. Unfortunately, we know it's the bad play here because not only does it have nothing, but Mr. Mario will have to double dip. Well, we'll probably end up double dipping at some point later this seed.
Yeah, since we know that Ice Ring has Hookshot and Islet having nothing.
Mm-mm.
This is looking up to be really bad for Mr. Mario.
Yeah, and I'm wondering what Crystal's progression will be, because we have, I mean, the Iron Boots on Western Fairy, and what do we have? Bomb Island, and then one check in Wind Temple. I'm not sure.
When she gets it, she might check the one check in Wind Temple.
And nothing for Mr. Mario still. Probably gonna head Bomb Island now. No, going back to Windfall, maybe remembering perhaps that he forgot about Cafe Bar.
Let's see if Crystal picks this and let's see who was right, if it was me or you. You were right, actually.
That it was Brown, and it looks like Mr. Mario is gonna go for the gamble play. I mean, it's less of a gamble on Mr. Mario's side since he doesn't have much remaining. No, we have not. No, so Crystal probably gonna pick that up when she goes back to turn in Zanari.
Oh yeah, because she did like light it up.
Yeah, Crystal does know it's spiky, and so does Mr. Mario now. Of course, has no way to access it right now.
And before the fabled bomb strap makes an appearance. Talking about... Wait. Oh, yeah. Talking about that first check in Wind Temple.
Could be Leaf, but for Mr. Mario that wouldn't be helpful because still no magic. Alright, so if Crystal gets it, that's actually really nice because you can just clear out Wind Temple at that point. Oh, yeah, and Bomb Island is out of logic still because we don't have a Picto, so I think logically we only have the Needle Rock or the Windfall Spiky chest and this check, right?
Yeah. So not that many.
Yeah, not much remaining. We're kind of bottlenecked here into what is probably going to end up being Leaf. Or Bait Bag. That'd be annoying because then you would have to go into Earth Temple without Leaf. It is a spiky.
Oh my. I
Is
mean,
a spiky.
is this a Leaf? It's
No.
Aurora's Pearl.
Aurora's Pearl.
Leads to absolutely nothing because Mayo is barren.
Yeah, no checks, but it does put us one more third of the way to Tower of the Gods.
Yeah, I mean, it is progression, so it's still something, but...
Which means the only thing we have left on Restream to look at is that transparent chest on Windfall.
Yeah,
and that could be our last pearl to get to Tower of the Gods. Or a Leaf, which is pretty gross. Because that's or Bait Bag, yeah. But yeah, that'd be very gross because you have to go to Wind Temple and then leave, and then come back later just to get Leaf. Alright, I think Mr. Mart is at the end of the logical checks left. He knows that Bomb Island and Islet are out of logic, so probably starting to get quite worried.
He's going Great Fish, so he's going to check Islet, I think, from there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, well, we know that's nothing, so...
yeah.
Crystal about to get the Island chest.
Yeah, this island chest could also be picked, though. That would put the bombs in logic, which would put Bomb Island in logic.
Yes.
Also Pompey and VR, but...
It's the Bait Bag. Oh my god.
So now we can go do our headstone path to Jalhalla, which is probably just going to be a power bracelets. But it doesn't have to be.
It doesn't, but it is the most likely option.
Yeah. Mr. Mario, despite having bombs, gonna wait for the gunboats to shoot each other. Interesting. probably not what you want to be doing, but maybe taking the time to think about what he might have forgotten.
Because he doesn't exactly like right now. He could do Bomb Island,
That's it, I think.
and that's it.
You should know Bomb Island is out of logic. Nothing on
Yeah.
ankle, so Crystal leaves a present for ankle and Tingle. How generous. Alright, where are we going now? Yep, we're just gonna go to Headstone. No Big Pig yet. No power bracelets.
Couldn't Mr. Mario climb Headstone instead of using a pair?
He could do that with chest storage, yeah. That would be
Interesting.
interesting, yeah. Might get him a little bit of progress, but he will eventually need that magic.
Yeah, still, the magic is going to bite.
Yeah. And it's just really unfortunate for Mr. Mario.
It's always unfortunate to see runners just forget checks.
Yeah.
It's more common as well than people think.
No, yeah, for sure. Happened to me recently where same thing as Mr. Mario, just forgot to do a check, marked it off, but forgot to actually do it.
Yeah.
Mr. Mario gonna check the mail anyways, or maybe accidentally talking to the mailbox. It's gonna be just a heart piece. Alright, what is on top here? Was that leaf? I couldn't quite tell.
I couldn't tell at all. Maybe. Who knows? But that is interesting. Watermelon instead of a pear.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice little
That's amazing.
Easter eggs and stuff with the Linka model. Lots of little details, which is why I really love it.
Yes, the leaf.
Okay, so that does put all of Wind Temple in logic now.
Yay!
Yay. Wind Temple with a hero sword, but we do have light arrows to be fair.
That would be a nice appearance.
And what is in Bomb Island for Mr. Mario? It is something.
Lucky.
Let's see. It could be the Pearl. And then Mr. Mario would probably just do Leafless Tachi. Okay, Crystal is just going to go ahead and do her first dungeon here. Single dip Wind Temple.
Which is pretty good. You also know it leads to one pearl at least.
Right, yeah. Yeah, and if there's another pearl in here, that could be, oh, falling in the lava. It's unfortunate. It's like...
That could give us instant access to our second dungeon.
Yeah.
At this point, dungeons are gonna just lead to dungeons because we're not missing that much.
No, yeah. Our overworld is pretty clean. I think Crystal has Fire Mountain still. Of course, there's Bomb Island, which is spiky. We know this. So we'll see what Mr. Mario ends up getting here.
We're not missing that much. Well, yes, item-wise, we're missing a few. Oh, Cabana Deeds.
Cabana Deed, yeah. Can't do anything with that right now. No graveling hook to even do Cabana Deed or Cabana out of logic.
Yeah. Because we're missing what? Grappling hook.
Yeah, we're missing all three of our shards. Or swords, yeah.
3 swords, the rest of the shards. There's a lot.
Yeah. 3 shards, our power bracelets, which should be... It has to be leaf locked. Well, do you need leaf for Earth Temple? No, I don't think so.
No.
So yeah. Yeah, you definitely don't, because I've had Earth Temple or leaf be behind Earth Temple. So yeah, power bracelets are probably just in here somewhere. So Crystal could just chain Earth Temple or Wind Temple into Earth Temple, and then the second you find that last pearl, it's Tachi.
Yeah.
You just gotta hope every shard is along the way. And
Jade,
sword, of course.
Jade, don't start with Makar. Let the monster be. Mr. Mario, please go back to Windfall.
Yeah, we saw Mr. Mario talking to Coral there, trying to see if maybe he miswrote a hint or something, but no. I think his hints are fine. He's just needs to remember that he did not do Cafe Bar Postman.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just gonna do other logic checks in the meantime. Maybe trying to hope to get around that somehow or something. Yeah, Mr. Mario forgot to talk to the cafe or the postman in the cafe bar, and that leads to his magic, which is making his routing here extremely clunky and is putting him farther and farther behind Crystal.
He's going to make him do massive loops
Yeah,
instead
lots
of
of
the more
backtracking.
linear path.
Yep. Exactly, and doing things suboptimally. For example, this diamond step early strat, driving it to
And
pop up in the water.
Already double dipping, being like needing to double dip Wind Temple, which is not good.
Yeah, Wind Temple, Angular, had double dip pop print as well. Just unfortunate stuff here for Mr. Mario. Oh, getting grabbed by the Floor Master to top it off.
Everyone's favorite enemy.
Yeah, if you can't get away from the Floor Master in time, you want to just hit it with the stick to stun it briefly.
No tomato.
Okay, that's a useless item, this seed, with Nail being hinted barren. There are nothing of use behind that item. Yeah, Crystal, just gonna go with the very traditional route here through Wind Temple, which is just doing the Cyclones thing, path in reverse. Gonna end up storing the left alcove to grab the big key chest. There's also that Picto that was hinted in here behind 7 Armos, which puts into logic Crystal's light arrows and bombs.
Yeah. And also gives access to Pompey and Vera.
Yeah, Pompey and Vera.
Which hasn't been hinted at all, so could be something.
Crystal gonna pick up this key here. This is a small key. Alright, Mr. Mario, where are you headed to next? Windfall?
It might be time.
Might be.
I don't see what Mr. Mario could do at this point on Windfall without. Surely he remembered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah, he's probably gonna be very disappointed.
Very upset.
Yeah. And it's hard to blame him because this definitely sucks. Just forgot to talk to this guy, and this guy is gonna give him magic. That is a tragedy.
At this point, I genuinely wonder what would be going through a runner's head when you just see that you've done everything kind of out of logic and get this check that you forgot about.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's very hard. I don't know. Just be very angry with the rest of the seed, honestly. If it were me.
At least he found that, like, because if he didn't, if he completely forgot, it could have led to just a forfeit, which would have been unfortunate.
Yeah, yeah. The race is definitely not over yet. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. We could see Crystal dying like 15 times on Mulgara.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully nothing like that happens, but you know, anything can happen. Yeah, we've seen some unfortunate stuff happen to runners. And the spiky that Mr. Mario unfortunately cannot access yet needs to go to Ice Ring, grab that hook shot, come straight back. Gonna go through Sploosh Kaboom to get up there. Interesting.
I will need to do jumps. Probably just needs the walk.
Yeah. And Creep, of course, giving us absolutely nothing. So we use Makar for the last time in this dungeon on Crystal's side. Say goodbye to Makar, at least for Crystal. Mr. Mario will be back here soon, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one can be a little tricky on Crystal's side with the hero sword, but oh no, so close. Gets that. Maybe can get this last one. No. It was looking good for a clean room here for Crystal, but unfortunately, getting hit on that.
Sword, it's still...
Yeah. Hero sword with a much smaller range than the Master Sword. You have to be a little bit more precise with these spin attacks. But yeah, that is going to be a Picto for Crystal. I hate Picto.
Now the only interesting item found in this dungeon.
Yeah. So we might end up seeing something like Pompey and Vera being power bracelets.
Yeah.
Something wacky.
That is a possibility. Oh, another spiky. Grappling hook.
Okay, so that puts some to logic 2 forward save-in checks, one of which Crystal peaked. Didn't see what it was though. And of course Cabana is now in logic. Or at least we know it's in logic with the Cabana deed on Bomb Island.
Which would need Crystal to go there. Which...
Was middle spiky or what? I'm pretty sure middle was spiky. That's what Crystal just picked up. If I'm not crazy. I don't remember what top of her room. I assume it wasn't, since I don't remember.
I don't think it was. But
yeah.
Again, we don't have supervision compared to the runners.
Yeah. Every commentary page is like 360p, so...
even in bumping it up,
Yeah.
720, it's not easy to see.
Yeah, so hopefully it wasn't spiky, because I don't think Crystal picked it up. But if it was spiky, then it could be an avenue for Mr. Mario to come back into this game. We do see a shard there on Crystal's side, so another one of our shards. Just need 2 more. 2 more shards, 3 more swords. And of course, power bracelets and the pearl. Still quite a bit.
It's still quite a bit, but it's still faster than what you'd expect from a seed that ensues chaos this much.
Yeah.
Light arrows being really good for these sort of mini boss rooms.
Yeah. So I definitely think Lenzador Cancel a pretty good play this seed.
Yeah.
Having light arrows for this, especially since you don't even have a Master Sword yet.
Definitely a good thing to see both runners go for that. Master Sword is definitely needs a Master Sword needs to show up soon, because this is not going to help doing dungeon bosses with just Hero Sword.
Yeah, I mean, fortunately, Mulgera won't really matter.
No.
It is just hit based. But yeah, definitely something for like Jalhala Hero Sword Jahala is definitely a little annoying. When is Lenzo Door Cancel not an amazing game-winning play? Usually when I go for it, it's not game-winning, unfortunately.
I mean, literally, like, 2 races ago, game 1, Alex versus Jim, 2 brown chests.
Yeah, that's always the worst feeling. You do it and it's 2 browns.
Definitely, like, you know, seeing, like, you see the pause from the runner, just like, no. Why?
Crystal clipping back inbounds.
This is always like giving trouble to runners. That's also definitely not an easy clip to get.
Yeah, she's aiming in a slightly different spot than where I normally aim. Usually I aim a little more.
I've seen.
Okay, that a little
bit
lower.
high.
I go for lower. I think higher also works, but yeah, gets it there. Just needs to wait for the fan to stop. MrMario picking up the hinted shard at Needle Rock. Slowly catching back up to Crystal. As far as items go.
Unfortunate time losses from Crystal and Wind Temple also
Yeah.
help, but there's still
Yeah.
a bit of items missing on Mr. Mario's side.
Yeah, MrMario is still quite a bit behind.
About to get the bait bag.
Yeah.
Here.
Bait bag, and has to go to outset for the leaf, or needle, or not needle rock. Headstone for the leaf.
Headstone.
Yeah. There it is. Oop. Crystal falling down there. Don't think she meant to do that. But just gonna take out the Bokoblin here.
It's always interesting to see like heroes sword in these like late dungeons that just pop up early in Randomizer.
Yeah.
It just shows how useful the extra damage is.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, hopefully we'll see a, like you say, a Master Sword pop up soon. Maybe even right here.
Yeah. Definitely not when you'd want it. But
yeah, barely.
good to get. Okay, so it's okay. And at this point, everything's going to show up before a sword.
Yeah, it's going to be the last, 2 checks in Power of the Gods, being swords, and then last sword in Hyrule.
Next item in this dungeon is going to be Neru's Pearl.
Yeah, I mean, with that power bracelets, that means that all of Earth Temple is now in Logic. Along with Big Pig, of course, and favorite. Crystal has other options, though. Could go to Cabana. Could go to Forest Haven.
Yep.
So we'll see what she opts to do. Does the dungeon rushing kind of meta? Or you could full clear overworld.
Miss the leaf.
Oh, classic. You're navigating.
Well, I mean, Cabana isn't accessible for now. Well, at least on Mr. Mario's side. We might actually see her from Crystal whenever she gets the Cabana deed. Mr. Mario finally getting the leaf.
Nice. Yeah, I definitely don't blame Crystal if she doesn't choose to go Earth Temple, because just, at least find a, a sword upgrade, or maybe even a bottle so you can get soup before going.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got some cat jams on Crystal's side with this fight. Definitely a banger theme. Okay, yeah, MrMario now gonna return it back to Wind Temple. Last thing he has left. Unfortunate, but the Wind Temple behind Crystal. Just
Yeah.
looking for the re-grab, not getting it. It could be a tricky one. Well, it is a tricky one.
Now hear me out. People
Nice.
always say this is one of the best tracks in this game. I'm just gonna contradict you with saying Dragon Roost Island, full stop.
Dragon Roost is also a really banger theme. This is true. Alright, Crystal not standing on the warp. Always a little dangerous, this fight, because if you stand right in the middle when you defeat the boss, you can get warped out instantly.
That's always unfortunate to see.
Mm-hmm. Alright, what is Crystal gonna do from here? Has a few options.
There was a little bit.
Mm-hmm. I probably would go Cabana here. Just try to look for a Master Sword at least.
Oh, she
Probably
doesn't.
put off. Okay.
Does she have the deed? No, she doesn't.
No, she doesn't. Yeah. I do kind of like just going Cabana anyways, though. I know
Yeah.
they're into like in a barren location, but I usually just kind of YOLO it anyways. The last thing you need is like deed in Earth Temple for your something in Cabana.
Yeah.
Who is drinking the ahead juice? Yeah, Crystal is definitely ahead in this race. MrMario, unfortunately, for getting a check that had his magic, resulting in some suboptimal routing.
Old dungeon ahead, to be more precise.
Yeah, so Crystal is ahead by Wind Temple.
And she is now checking the Forest Haven checks. Or as Hence would call this whole quadrant for Forbidden Woods.
And the void out there, nice. Enough height to get the void without getting the ledge grab. Let's see what is on top of the tree branch here. It is. What was that? I don't know what that was.
A piece of hot. No, well, it doesn't seem like it since Crystal's going for it. I did recognize something white, so it might be a sword.
Yeah, it definitely look white bluish. So I mean, it could be the pearl.
It's going to be either the pearl, the sword, or a piece of heart.
Yeah.
The pearl is gonna make Tower of the Gods the option out well.
Okay, so yeah, now we have 2 dungeons open to us.
Yeah, I think Tower of the Gods is definitely a play.
Yeah. Definitely would prefer Tower of the Gods over Earth Temple if you can just kind of go mode Earth Temple. That'd be nice.
Those two would play, yeah, but you probably won't be able to go mode a dungeon, except if one or the two of the two is like stacked.
Yeah.
Since we still need 3 swords.
3 swords, 2 shards.
2 shards, and
that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Isn't it?
I mean, hey, it could be it, or it could be a sword here. Oh wait, no, that's brown. Oh wait, no, it's spiky. I am. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay, a bottle.
Grandma with the sword? Question mark.
Yeah, unfortunately, Male is foolish.
No, yeah, Male is foolish.
Yeah.
No grandma. Shoot.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if both runners still save Grandma.
Yeah,
just for the
seed.
But we'll see. Maybe you can definitely skip it. The seed. safely.
Actually,
Classic.
yeah, big pig is possible.
Looking for the ghost ship chart. Nope, no ghost ship chart yet. Might be foolish.
Maybe Crystal going to Bomb Island.
Yep. This is the one bit of overworld that Mr. Mario has done that Crystal has not.
Was Fire Mountain hinted dead or not?
I don't believe so. So yeah, Fire
That
Mountain
is
also
something to
possible.
check. But,
Yeah.
also an island that is as infamous as Bomb Island as being annoying, so
Yeah. Definitely some runners will choose to skip Fire Mountain, even go to Full Clear Earth Temple and Tachi first. For me, I'd probably end up skipping at least Pompey and Vera. Probably would also skip Fire Mountain too. I definitely feel compelled to go into my dungeons here. At least Tower of the Gods first, and then kind of evaluate how much is missing before deciding whether or not to rush into Earth Temple.
yeah.
Fire Mountain is alive. Could be, could be. Like Hyrule wasn't hinted either, so we could have a sword in Hyrule. Yeah.
Oh god. Vanilla sword.
Yeah. That would be interesting. Could also have a Picto there for Sword of Manenko or a Ghost Ship chart there. The required double dip of Hyrule.
Minenko was hinted dead, I think.
Was she? Okay.
Yeah, so that's double
Okay.
Picto is not useful.
Rip the dream. Could still be Ghost Ship though.
Yeah. Ghost ship could be anywhere.
Alright, let's see how Mr. Mario does with this room. Missing the first quick spin. Getting here on the second. Did not get in the third either. Did not get in the fourth either, unfortunately. It's a tricky room,
Oh my
especially
God.
with Hero Sword.
Resorting to bow.
Yeah. You got light arrows, so you're gonna try to hope for some
Might as well.
piercing shots.
There.
Let's get a few. Alright, we're gonna have Cabana here. Cabana, usually a decent play, 3 checks. Crystal struggling a little bit with the hook shot here. It's a little tricky. Definitely helps to be a little bit more on the left there. And on top of the waterfall, we must have had nothing because Crystal
Was
is
that
turning right
nothing?
around. I guess so.
I can't. I need to stop questioning these runners because like, each time I just get a bit inspired.
Looks like chat is confirming that it was brown chest. Yeah, it's definitely a little hard to see with the kind of smaller screen size. Yeah, top of paw print was nothing. We saw that. So these are our last grapple lock checks. Nice hammers there by Crystal. Nice and fast Cabana. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe like a shard's here. Usually there's a shard in Cabana. I feel if there's an item in Cabana, it's usually a shard.
Oh.
Oh, and there we
Hey, we're missing one shard now.
Yeah, one shard.
3
Picking a
swords.
sword here. A sword would be really nice.
This is painful. We're 1 out of 15 in. No sword. This is insane.
Yeah.
I feel bad for the runners.
We're gonna find nothing, just a brown chest. So yeah,
Oh my god.
still no sword. Now, Tower of the Gods without a sword upgrade isn't that bad. The combat
No,
really isn't existent, and you have light arrows. So it really isn't that bad of a call to just go Tower of the Gods here.
it is the last dungeon where you're supposed to have the hero's sword, so
Exactly,
it's
yeah.
completely fine.
But no, we're gonna see a Fire Mountain
Mountain.
play here for Crystal. Yeah, I mean, it's a tough call. You're still missing 4 items. Very unlikely you'll find them all in the overworld and get to go mode 2 dungeons.
I'd say the most logical is just doing like what Crystal was doing, going to Fire Mountain, and I suppose she probably will just sail to Tower of the Gods afterwards. I think that's like a good sequence of events.
Yeah, if you're gonna be thorough, you may as well just do Fire Mountain now. Yeah, MrMario finishing up Wind Temple here, moving on to the basement. Gonna collect the power bracelets in the kill enemies room, and we'll see if MrMario decides to rush dungeons a little harder.
Yeah.
The only thing that Crystal's okay, no, she's went to Forest Haven. She got the pearl actually.
Yeah,
So
the
Mr. Mario
Pearl's at
needs to go.
Forest Haven, so that is one location Mr. Mario needs to go to.
As well as Cabana having that shard.
But the shard, in its sense, could be left for later.
It could be, yeah.
The Pearl, though, not really.
Yeah, the pearl would be nice to get quickly, yeah. Alright, is Fire Mountain loaded today?
No
Yes or
Fire
no?
Mountain from Crystal. Nothing.
Nothing. Another day, another
Well,
dead Fire Mountain.
amazing. Now, at this point, this is just painful.
Alright, is it a Tower of the Gods time? They didn't equip Picto Box, so I don't expect to see. Okay, no, we're gonna be very thorough here. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, overall, there's a plane itself. I think at this point, knowing Crystal's love for these dungeons, I think she's probably just trying to get as much as possible before entering them, because if she can go mode either or, she will be happy.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you would expect to see at least one item in each dungeon, just based on how Baron hints are pulled.
Yeah.
So assuming that, let's say there's a sword in both dungeons, we're missing 1 shard and 1 sword. I'm talking to kids accidentally, unfortunately. It's a kind of annoying little time loss. Oh my goodness! Crystal choosing violence there.
Wow. Crystal
Dang.
being very violent today against
Yeah.
everything.
Crystal is not happy. Well, Mr. Mario, interesting.
Struggling against
Yeah.
the blades.
Just needs to put on those irons and side hop. I think both runners also talk to this Songstone. Very easy thing to do.
Yeah.
Alright, Pompey and Vera. Always gamble Pompey and Vera is what I say, but of course every time it is loaded, so...
Let's see. Shard. I'm calling
Shard.
the last shard.
Yeah, could be. Yeah, it'd be fun to find everything except our swords.
Get done with. I don't want a sword now
Yeah.
at this point. Play
Yeah.
as far as possible.
Yeah. Just give us a shard and then we'll just barrier skip.
3 swords in half.
Yeah.
Oh
Hey, always gamble Pompey and Vera. Let's go. You know that is an avenue for Mr. Mario to come back.
Yeah.
could end up gambling Fire Mountain. You know, that's a common meme. Gambling Pompey
mean-
and Vera.
At this point, if Mr. Mario just says, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna rush dungeons," that
Yeah.
could play off.
Yeah, like Mr. Mario heads straight to Forest Haven, grabs the Pearl, does Tachi, and then Cabana right after. And then, you know, we're just missing some stuff.
Yeah.
Try and get the mid-air snipe. We're not getting it though.
Where's Crystal going?
Looks like she's
Oh.
gonna do Big Pig.
Yeah.
I doubt she would go Earth Temple here. She's just trying to full clear everything before
She really hates the
for
dungeon.
dungeons. Yeah. Alright, and there is Mulgara done on Mr. Mario's side. As Crystal sets up the pig yeet. Getting that skew and yeet. Just like that.
Big.
Oop, bonking. Alright, what comes first? One of our three swords or our final shard?
Mr. Mario standing as far as possible from it. Definitely not getting teleported.
No, yeah. Alright, Big Pig.
The
Oh,
tone. Oh, that
yeah.
doesn't
effect,
give
though.
anything. It's just
Yeah.
leaving. Oh, Crystal's going to check Great Fairy. Not Great Fairy, but like the fairy up here.
Yeah, the Great Fairy.
Yeah, Great Fairy up here, and probably gonna grab a fairy to save Grandma on the way as well.
Right, yeah. Alright, so this is Mr. Mario's chance to diverge from the routing that Crystal has done. Of course, Mr. Mario doesn't have access to another dungeon. Well, he does have access to Earth Temple, but I really doubt he would go Earth Temple now.
He equipped a bow, so it's probably gonna be
Forest
So-
Haven.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah, might have mistakenly equipped the bow because nothing.
yeah, probably.
Can't really do anything with the bow right now.
Now the true question: after the Pearl, does he go for? Will he go for Tower of the Gods?
Hmm.
That would actually. I
Yeah.
wouldn't say put him. Well, actually, yeah, that would put him ahead in the sense of gameplay, not in the sense of checks.
Yeah, he's definitely still behind in checks, but it is definitely a chance for him to get ahead of Crystal here,
Crystal, yeah.
as far as in Tower of the Gods goes.
Because all Crystal got was a shard, which is for now useless.
And Outset having nothing, so yeah, Crystal unfortunately not finding anything. Very thorough of the overall, nothing wrong with that.
Not grabbing a fairy. No soup for Crystal.
Yeah, so I guess Crystal just saying, I don't need soup. I don't need to save Grandma. I'm just gonna go. And it's failing, so going to Earth Temple. Interesting. That is
Wow.
a very interesting play. Maybe just really wanting that last dungeon being Tachi. You know, you get the fancy.
Being able to fall clear.
Yeah, just being able to be right at the warp when you're done.
That would be amazing, just getting everything in.
Yeah, if everything's a nerf, then this is definitely a play. Or the play, rather.
We'll see, because if Mr. Mario goes to Tachi now,
Yeah.
we might actually see which dungeon paid off.
Yeah. And if I were in Mr. Mario's shoes here, I would definitely go Tachi. Just because I still have 2 dungeons to do, and Tachi probably has something.
And I feel like, honestly, this is my point of view from just outside view. I think going Tower of the Gods in Mr. Mario's case, where he forgot about that check with magic, I in my head I'd say, yeah, this is my chance to catch up. I'm just rushing that.
Yeah. Yeah, you maybe want to just gamble your overworld checks because those will take time. And doing your dungeons is just kind of doing your progression.
There's a progression, and there's like a good 10 checks in
Yeah.
each.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Mr. Mario also skips saving Grandma, just trying to squeeze out as much time save as possible to make up for that late magic.
Jade, do not eat our allies, please.
Oh, bonking needs to grab the legend. No, can use command melee to bring her down though. Alright, Mr. Mario, what is your play here? Is it Tower of the Gods? Or is it Overworld? Sailing to Cabana from here. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's a shot.
Yeah, it will be required for sure. Yeah.
But that also means.
Yeah. I mean, I would do this after Tower of the Gods. Because this is a diagonal sail. And nothing really will speed up Tower of the Gods. So this might be a sign that Mr. Mario is just also going to put up Tower of the Gods. But we'll see. We'll see.
At this point, it looks like Mr. Mario is just walking in Crystal's footsteps, which unfortunately it isn't the right play.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty wild because once Mr. Mario is done with Cabana here, they'll actually be basically tied on items, I think, yeah?
Yeah.
Of course, Crystal has the head start as far as other checks go, and certainly as far as the dungeon goes. But, we'll see.
But yeah, if
you have ET sucks, or if like the one item is along the go mode route for Earth Temple, and the Crystal ends up clearing a barren basement and left side, there are chances for Mr. Mario here
to come back. Those Tower of the Gods might hold everything, and if Mr. Mario decides to go there, that actually might be beneficial.
Yeah. But I do expect to see at least one item in each dungeon.
100%. Like, there's no way one dungeon out of the two has like
all the items.
Yeah, like one shard and 3 swords. Like that's still like 4 items.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we have any other overworld checks left. Yeah, because Crystal was just extremely thorough.
Yeah, no.
So yeah, now both runners tied up on items. If you came in and you were just looking at the tracker, you'd be like, both runners are tied. But of course, Crystal is ahead in checks.
It's still pretty impressive because they're pretty even, and Mr. Mario just also forgot about one whole thing for a good 20 minutes.
Yeah, but if Mr. Mario decides to just do Overworld, be thorough as well, then Crystal will just continue with that lead.
That big lead, yeah. Oh, TP, that might. Yes.
No, Tower Gods. Okay.
Okay, this might be the turning point of the whole race.
Yeah, this is Mr. Mario's chance to catch up.
And before Tower of the Gods actually has 4 items.
That'd be crazy. An unhinted barren Earth Temple? That would be very rough for Crystal.
Yeah.
But it's possible. It's very possible. Unlikely, but possible. We're gonna get the roll clip. Well, not roll clip. Oh, yeah, it is roll clip, sorry. Roll clip strat here to skip the Songstone. First try, nicely done by Crystal. He's getting behind the door, well done. So far, nothing in either dungeon. Yeah, early key for Mr. Mario over behind Bomba walls. Now we got this room coming up, which is extremely annoying with no soup, no Master Sword.
Nothing.
So yeah, I mean the fastest strat is probably just the spam arrows, honestly.
Yeah.
Crystal gonna go for the sword slashes though, so this is gonna be a very slow room. Like if, I mean a sword is probably in Tower of the Gods, so this will just be a little bit faster for Mr. Mario once he gets here.
Nothing in both dungeons for now. A bit. That's an early big key.
Mhm. Light
Second
arrows
half.
also ruin your magic. Yeah, that's true. Light arrows also. Oh. Yeah, you also don't want to get grabbed here. That would be really bad.
As that puts you back to the start of the dungeon, right?
Yep, and of course you use
Oh.
chest. Oh my goodness.
I hate this. Oh my
Oh
god.
no.
Why is there nothing? This seed is insanity.
Yeah, nothing for Mr. Mario either.
This isn't, at this point, Crystal's gonna get something, surely, right? Wait.
Yeah, who's gonna get something first? I mean,
This
Crystal will be the
raise
first one to
item.
check here.
Yeah. Please, Crystal, just bow. Please.
Okay. Oh god.
Crystal.
Oh god!
Please.
Okay.
Oh, this
Is it spiky? No, not spiky.
No,
Still
a key
another
again.
key. Alright, Mr. Mario gonna skip out on hop across. This is a pretty standard play.
Leaving it for later.
Yeah, if it's a small key, then you can just skip it. If it's a boss key, you just do boss key skip.
Well, we know it's not a boss key, sadly. So we know
That's true.
There might be something.
That's true, yeah. Alright, Crystal gonna continue through the dungeon here. Smart also making his way through Tower of the Gods. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, of course, check-wise, Crystal is ahead, but who's actually will end up being ahead? I don't know.
The man of the hour is here. Trez, thank you for this monstrosity.
Yeah, this is just kind of a painful seed to play with no sword upgrade. You would think having light arrows just makes your life easier, but I mean,
This
it
is the first
definitely
time
helps.
in a while
but,
that there hasn't been a sword. Like, this is a 130 sword.
Nothing in third crypt either. So in a way, this is good for Crystal because the item it just isn't along the way for Mr. Mario once he gets here.
It's actually funny because yesterday we were talking about not having seen a single 2-hour seed in this tournament, and lo and behold, this thing exists now. People were asking yesterday, "Oh, why is the estimate 2 hours and a half?" This is why.
Yeah, Crystal is ahead on check, but even in objectives.
In both dungeons being horrendous, we need to see something at some point, but for now, no.
Mr. Mario struggling a bit here with the NA aim. That's it.
Finally.
Yeah, so this is a pretty standard thing. To bring the statue into this room, it is a little bit faster to do it this way, rather than doing the...
Now easy mode Jawaharlal on Crystal's side.
Has light arrows. Mr. Mario also has the light arrows. You can light arrows the Armos Knights as well. Faster than the bombs, of course. Still nothing.
Wow.
Where are our items? Holy moly.
Left side.
Yeah, yeah. I guess everything's left side ET, basement ET. Yeah, but yeah, Hero Sword on Jahala is painful, especially no soup. Yeah. So what? It takes what? 2 quick spins? Yeah. With the Hero Sword, already extremely short range. So yeah, so Crystal missed. Didn't get a good cycle the first one, so it's going to be at least 4 cycle Jahala.
This Jawahala's fight is horrible.
Oh, that's really weird there. Jahala taking a while to kind of move on with the next part of the fight. Kind of spooky.
It's
Hopefully
gonna be
you can
so
soft block,
interesting
but
to see the season 7 change for Tower of the Gods.
Yeah, yeah.
For
So yeah,
Armos.
in the next version of the randomizer, you can do the rooms in any order. So I think it's pretty standard now to just do all the rooms. Okay, Ghost Ship.
Oh
Alright.
my god, how far is this sea gonna bring us?
Dang. Yeah, so that could have one of our items, which in a way is good for Mr. Mario because Crystal will be forced to full clear Tower of the Gods before exiting, and won't even get the convenience of ending at Tower of the Gods to go into Hyrule. We'll have to go fetch the Ghost Ship, and unfortunately Crystal missing the cycle again, so I think this is a 5-cycle Brawlhalla, which
Honestly,
is
to
just unfortunate.
prolong the pain, the Ghost Ship is just going to be the shard. Sword's just hiding at the end of one of the dungeons.
Of course, yeah. Alright, well there's Brawlhalla done for Crystal. The first two bosses done. And yes, Runner's still tied in items though. Just insane.
It's crazy to think that we're missing 4 items, but all 4 are just inexistent.
Yeah, they're deep in our dungeons, it seems. Mr. Mario getting the Command Release Skip first try. Nicely done.
Without setup, and if it just jumps. Let's see. Will this be an item? At this rate, absolutely not.
I don't know. We don't have many checks left, do we?
Yeah, no, we don't.
Insane. Alright, Crystal taking the warp out, maybe just wanting to get the key that she stored. Might just walk back in. Yep. Just wants to make sure she holds on to that key. If you save warp out of that room, you do lose the small key that you store. So.
Oh my god! There's no way!
Still nothing for our runners.
There's like 1 check left in Tower of the Gods, like... everything's left side. Like...
There's still 4 checks, right? I think Mr. Mario's seen all the keys now, or no?
Tower of the Gods is not barren because of Ghost Ship.
Well, Ghost Ship could still be nothing though.
Yeah, true.
And then it would be barren. That'd be rough.
I'm pretty sure we've seen all the keys anyway yet, but now for Tower of the Gods.
Yeah, so there are 4 checks, right? There's the second Armos, and then the floating platforms as well as hop across. Yeah, so it could still be all 4 items in Tower of the Gods. That'd be really rough.
That would be funny.
Yeah, it'd be funny, but it would be very sad for Crystal, who is struggling a little bit here with getting storage.
At least a sword.
You're just gonna go basement first, looks like. Like kind of a standard play there would be to actually do left side first and then take the warp pot from left side to basement. At least that's kind of the route if you're intending to full clear the dungeon, which I assume Crystal intends to full clear the dungeon. It'd be kind of odd to just leave behind left side. Alright, another check coming up here on Mr. Mario's side. Is this going to be our first spike in what feels like an eternity?
Yes! Finally.
Okay!
What is it?
Yeah, and we're guaranteed to have something useful here because
guaranteed a sword or shard.
It's
a sword, finally!
There's the first sword, and a spike key on Crystal side as well.
That's gonna help a lot for the rest of the seed for Mr. Mario.
Yeah, like just from the Floor Masters to the Brawlhalla fight. That's just really nice to have. So yeah, Mr. Mario wins the first item in a dungeon award. But a Crystal might not be too far behind.
And
there it is.
That is sad for Crystal.
Yeah. It'd be nice to get that a little earlier. Yeah, that's it so far. Yeah. Just 2 swords.
So we're missing a sword and a shard.
Yeah.
And Ghost Ship might have one of the 2.
Yeah, and Hyrule might have the other too.
And they're still tied in items, and yes, Hyrule might be the final sword. That would be
amazing. Yeah, that would be the best case scenario for Crystal, unless Mr. Mario decides to, you know, gamble a lower nerf temple, but Mr. Mario still has to visit the basement. So it'd be gambling just left side, which I mean is a play. It's not out of the question. Oop, Mr. Mario bonking. Oh, and falling down. A little unfortunate. We'll just have to bomb boost or use command melee to get out of here. But it means that the wizard will spawn in the next room, which is a little annoying.
We're still having some trouble on the fight here.
Yeah, this is the one kind of good use of the boomerang. It is a very easy stun on the Stalfo's head there, and then the hammer is of course a one shot.
Another spiky. Iron sword.
Yeah, I mean it's either sword shard or a bottle, so.
Oh.
It really was a bottle. What? Dang.
4%.
Insane. We have Baron Mail. And we found 2 bottles. I mean, yeah.
Wow.
Dang. Yeah, also Crystal not using lights, yeah. Losing a little time there. Crystal, yeah, there we go. Not first try roll clip. Alright, second try, not bad. And that's Mr. Mario getting done with the third. Oh, careful, no!
That is unfortunate.
Yeah.
No.
That's gonna be a little bit of a time loss. Gonna have to throw the 3 statues back on the scale. Okay. Probably just throw all 3 statues first.
Yeah, that would have been a faster play.
Yeah, but I mean, that's just unfortunate for Mr. Mario there. Kind of throwing the statue against the door and then not picking up the statue before opening the door means that the
Probably spammed A and just ended up
yeah,
just completely throwing it.
yeah, and maybe going to be a little more careful this time. There we go. Definitely feels bad to do that though. It's happened to many people.
This could be closer than we think if Mr. Mario rushes Earth Temple after this.
Yeah. I guess the best thing would be that Mr. Mario checks Ghost Ship, and there's something on Ghost Ship, because I guarantee that Crystal will full clear Tachi, unless, you know, you do some wacky gamble. But I doubt it. But yeah, we're just missing 1 sword and 1 shard from our runners here. Yeah. And what is that? Is that spiky? I can't tell.
Yeah.
Yes! Okay. This could be a bottle, another bait bottle, but it probably isn't. It is a shard.
Shard, okay.
So even if Ghost Ship is nothing, it is still a guaranteed full clear of Tower of the Gods for Crystal later. So the question is there something on left side? If there's nothing on... Oh, Crystal falling down.
If left side holds a sword and Mr. Mario rushes Earth Temple, that would be a huge comeback.
Yeah, because Mr. Mario will just skip out on quite a number of overworld checks. Fire Mountain, Pompey and Vera, Big Pig, Outset Fairy.
Realistically, like your runner, you prefer maybe going... I remember personally, like when I used to just do runs on my end, like just casually, I usually would, if I could do a dungeon, I did not care, I just went for the dungeons.
Yeah, and we also have to keep in mind that Mr. Mario probably feels significantly behind because
I think that's a
that magic.
That probably pushed him to like go to a dungeon the moment he had access to it. AKA getting Pearl and Branch and...
Yeah, it did go to Cabana there, which is a little interesting, but I mean, it ended up having something, so, you know, you can't blame him, I guess.
I think Cabana was a choice mostly due to location, just being in Forbidden Woods and being at Forbidden Woods and just... Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to assume nothing was behind the statues there on Crystal's side, so we're going to check the the second crypt here. I don't remember how many keys Crystal has seen. I think she's seen 2.
Yeah.
I think there is. Are there? How many checks are left here? I'm not sure.
I do not remember exactly. Mini boss, which she's going into now.
Yeah, there might have been a big key in the basement. I don't know. I don't know. Anything here? Nothing. Okay, so that must be it. That must be it for the keys. Crystal must know that the rest of the checks are keys, which means, I mean, Crystal only has one option at this point, which is to go Tower of the Gods.
Yeah. The ghost ship
Yeah,
is most likely our sword.
yeah, Ghost Ship or Hyrule. And
Hyrule, a vanilla sword.
Vanilla Sword, yeah, which is kind of why it's annoying that, you know, at least in Mr. Mario's shoes, you find the shard first. You almost want to find the swords first, because
Yeah.
then you can cross off Master Sword Chamber, but yeah, Mr. Mario going to be ahead in shards now.
Yeah, vanilla. It's insane because vanilla sword at this point is just like this would be the cherry on top for this chaotic seed. I would love that, honestly. Like stuff like vanilla sword, like obviously vanilla light arrows is just the hopes and dreams at this point. Like
Yeah.
it's still something as a commentator. I want to see that someday. I want to see someone go in there, like gamble down there, going down there and getting that.
Yeah, I wonder if we're gonna see Ghost Ship on Mr. Mario. Not even gonna open up the Ghost Ship chart, so yeah, I guess just committing to Earth Temple here. Yeah,
Outer,
committing. Yeah, and I think we're just gonna see an Earth Temple rush. I don't think he's even gonna do outset checks.
I want to say this is, this
Oh,
is.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay, just doing a little 360 for fun.
This is I think this is a really good play. Honestly, this puts Mr. Mario. I wouldn't say ahead because Earth Temple is still pretty long, but
Yeah.
definitely depending on how good Tower of the Gods goes for Crystal.
Yeah, I mean, both runners, let's say both runners finished their dungeons at the same time. And then, I mean, Crystal obviously has a lock on which checks are left. You know, she has Ghost Ship and she has Vanilla Hyrule. And she'll probably check because Miss Mario didn't go back for it.
Yeah.
Or maybe is gambling it.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
I think actually, because I swear they saw the keys, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Mr. Mario just gambling the check. This could be quite bad, actually, for Mr. Mario if this ends up being...
No, not again!
Yeah, if this ends up being that last sword, then this is just really bad, because I don't know when Mr. Mario goes back to Tower of the Gods for that check.
Never, probably.
Yeah, so, I mean, it would be nice for Restream for Crystal to go check Hop Across right now, just to get confirmation.
She might actually be going there.
Yeah, I mean, she hasn't done left side first, so this must be a hop across play. So yeah, I think that if this is the sword, it's probably just GG.
GG, yeah, 100% if this is the sword. We're still having a bit of trouble with the clip over here. Definitely not an easy one to do with bombs. I've rarely seen runners like get it with bombs.
Yeah, just gonna go for the statue. Just fair. Just gonna push left into the statue, and the statue then pushes. Okay, what is happening? Did Crystal actually do left side?
No, don't think so.
What the? Well, okay, wow. Oh, she did. Okay.
Oh, she did.
So both runners are gambling hop across. So we're gonna be left in suspense then for an entire dungeon.
Oh, Crystal might get at the end of the dungeon, but
yeah. All right then. Then it's just gonna come down to some execution, dungeon execution for both runners now.
Yep.
I think Mr. Mario will probably do a similar route to Crystal. Just kind of
try and get as fast as possible to
draw hollow. Yeah. Then probably start with basement. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
I mean, we know there's definitely like a lot of things that Mr. Mario's going to be able to do more like easier than Crystal in this.
Yeah. I don't think Mr. Mario was even thinking of storing this chest right away and maybe gambling right side. But no, just gonna go for the safer, clear option. I mean, Mr. Mario is still missing 2 swords. Alright, now they're running using light arrows here on the armor sites. Maybe just looking to conserve on magic.
Yeah.
Oh, barely missing with medley there.
Again, one of the first post 2-hour seeds.
Yeah. It would be quite a feat for the runners to sub to this one, considering
at this point, sub 2 like is a miracle of the gods. Like,
yeah.
Mr. Mario just getting every correct check.
Yeah, just Mario accidentally clipping into the boss, one-shotting it with Giga Lights. You know, using
one-shotting
a magic spell to pull the Master Sword from the basement right into his hands.
Activating the fly hacks to just tail across.
That is what I would expect to see from Mr. Mario. I mean, we could see just a very thorough Earth Temple here and start with left side, although I kind of doubt it.
No.
Looks like Mr. Mario's not going to bother with the roll clip Songstone skip, just going to bring medley with him, which is completely fair.
Oh. There is one thing as well, it is also a factor of choice, because if the final sword isn't hop across and it's ghost ship, and Mr. Mario decides to go to ghost ship first, this might be way closer than we think.
Yeah. It's gonna really come down to Mr. Mario and what he decides to do. For that, it might even just come down to where Ghost Ship ends up being. You know, if Ghost Ship is kind of in a gross spot, then Mr. Mario might opt to do some other overworld checks first, which is just going to be time loss. For example, if Ghost Ship is at Spectacle, maybe Mr. Mario will do Pompey and Vera first, just because he needs to warp to Windfall.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
Definitely a lot of random factors left in this seed.
Yeah. See, or maybe Mr. Mario will just gamble Hyrule. You know, Crystal might go Ghost Ship Hyrule. We'll see. I don't think so.
Definitely in Mr. Mario's hands.
And Crystal Giga-based setup for Tachi Command Melody Skip. Hopefully it works, because in the last 2 seeds I've done, tournament seeds I've done, I have failed my own setup, which is completely embarrassing.
Yes.
Alright, so yeah. You know, someone please just invent the yeet for this statue so we can just yeet the statue across.
Change for season 10, just add the bridges in. Don't just let them be. They do not make people like to create them.
Yeah, no, just everyone is allowed 1 Giga Yeet. You can use it on whatever you want. Maybe you want to yeet the pig without, you know, setting up, or you just want to yeet the statue. Like maybe you can yeet it here. I don't know. But
there is one thing I do want to thank for like coming to life in this particular like game. Thank you for like CTMC. Like if this seed didn't have CTMC, oh my days, this seed would be like 4 hours minimum.
Yeah, CTMC is definitely a nice time save. Hopefully Mr. Mario's not going to go for using the small key there, which is perfectly fine. We're gonna have to wait for the fog to dissipate, and then we can jump slash up on the ledge here. Uh-oh. Do not target the floor master and then jump slash into the floor master. Don't do that. Careful.
Oh my god, this is actually stress. Please.
Just no, stop that. No, what are you doing? No. This is bad because now he's aggroed the floor master.
Mr. Mario actually like lost and missed as well at the end there.
Oh, instantly resend. I hope he safety saved. He must have, yeah. Okay. No, that is pretty bad time loss for Mr. Mario. Yeah, you have to be a little careful there, not targeting the floor master. But yeah, I made Crystal struggling with the command melee skip, and now Mr. Mario struggling with the ET route here. Fortunately, there was nothing in Floor Master's room, so if he goes through again, he won't have to go into Floor Master's room. I mean, there's a key and stuff, but it actually turns out that he won't actually need any of these keys in the end.
Yeah. We can give the award for worst seed in the tournament, in the season, yeah, to Trez, though. Well, worst seed for the runners. It's actually quite entertaining.
It is quite entertaining, yeah. I'm really curious to see what
the first qualifiers. No, every single
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, now the runner is using RA's runners agreements right now. You can definitely get some more gross seeds with runners agreements, probably. Things
definitely. I think we only had the one. Well, we had one in the main tournament. I don't know for Challenge Cup.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely been a few. But yeah. So runners. Oh no, Mr. Mario.
Oh no.
Struggling a little bit with the movement here. But yeah, runners agreement is something new in season 6 that basically runners can opt into having runner agreements before the tournament. And then if both runners agree, then they can each add one setting from a list of settings to the seed. But no, this is just the base season 6 seed here.
I still want this seed with expensive purchases. the beetle was Baron.
Baron Beetle. Beetle with grappling. Yeah, I mean, as long for expensive purchases, as long as you have somewhere nice to grind out some rupees, it's not too bad. But yeah. Alright, Mr. Mario going round 2 versus this Floor Master. Hopefully has a little bit better time. Yeah, just need to really just here, you just gotta hug the wall. And then... yeah, here you don't want to stick out too far from the wall, and you also don't want to be too far back, because you'll end up targeting the Floor Master. But yeah, regardless, just make sure when you do target to give a second to make sure that you're not accidentally targeting the Floor Master. But yeah, gets it there. Did jump into the fog though, so you have to wait a little bit for the debuff to dissipate. Yeah, just gonna leaf on through. Very standard stuff here, Earth Temple Go mode. Here, we're just gonna sneak behind the statue. Oh, a little careful with walking there. I'm a little hesitant, but yeah, just picking up the extra magic here. Again, reminder, neither runner, despite Crystal having 2 bottles, saved Grandma the seed because of male being Baron. Both runners gonna just say, I don't need soup, I don't need the magic refill. Mr. Mario, not getting the fight. Yeah, needs to be a little careful with magic. Can't just waste magic willy-nilly here because you do not have a magic refill. Yeah, I mean, you need to get over to Jelhala, so as long as you have enough magic to get... Okay. behind a door and then leaf over to the boss door. I would. I was gonna say I would probably be a little bit more careful there. I don't know if this is enough magic. It might be close. Nope. Don't get hit by the bomb and fall down either. Okay. This is close. I think. Oh, God. I mean, what choice does he have? Right? He just has to go for it and hope.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, that's
no.
not. No, yeah.
That was actually close, but no.
Yeah, dang.
This Earth Temple has been abysmal.
Yeah. And it's tough. And imagine it, managing magic in this go mode is tricky, especially because you know, if you've just done mini blend settings, you know that those settings start you with double magic and a bottle, so you almost certainly have soup throughout the entire seed. So it can be tricky to kind of get used to having a single magic. But it looks like Mr. Mario is gonna hope to find the big key here, although this could be bad because I don't remember if there was a big key where the big key is.
I don't remember.
So if it's not in the basement, then it's on the left side, which means Mr. Mario is just gonna full clear the dungeon when he doesn't have to. And Crystal is, you know, behind the boss. So Crystal with a solid lead here because of just unfortunate things happening to Mr. Mario in this dungeon. The classic Earth Temple experience, really.
The true question. Where do you think is the final source? Chat,
Yeah.
I want opinions as well.
Yeah, we have three options: hop across, ghost ship, or vanilla.
I'm calling vanilla.
Vanilla.
I want it to be vanilla.
I think vanilla would be interesting, yeah. But just to be different, I'll go with ghost ship chat. Or ghost ship, rather.
We're still about to collect snot arrows.
Alright, there's this third sword for Mr. Mario. Both runners tied on swords, runners tied on shards, but only briefly because Crystal is about to get her 8th shard here. Mr. Mario revealing this non-spiky chest, so I can only assume that it was the boss key, which is actually quite nice for Mr. Mario.
Yeah, because he will be... Hopefully he decides to just gamble, but probably not.
Oh, actually, no, it's not the boss key. Never mind.
That means the boss key is on the other side.
Alright, here we go. I suspect that Crystal will check Hyrule here. Oh no, I guess she'll do probably hop across first, actually.
Yeah, hop across is also an option.
Yeah, this is a best of 3. Not sure if the second game is scheduled yet. But it won't be right after this. Let's see. Okay, and yeah, Crystal is gonna do getting the second bottle there. Yeah, the second game will be on Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. See if that will end up getting a restream or not. Oh yeah, thank you, Trez.
Hop across.
Put that in chat.
Salvation.
Yeah, and I mean, if this is hop across, then I don't know when Mr. Mario will actually end up going for this, because Mr. Mario made the conscious or not conscious decision to skip hop across. Maybe
I want to say not, because this would be the second time Mr. Mario forgot something.
Oh, Mr. Mario going for this chest, so this must be the big key. So again, kind of nice for Mr. Mario because it's nothing. Yeah, and it
It's
is the big fee.
nothing. Go ship or vanilla.
Go ship or
Please, the
vanilla.
dream.
50-50, and I think Crystal will do vanilla first. It makes sense. She's right here. All right.
One
I mean, at this
sword.
point, yeah, one sword, and
Yeah,
Crystal
she's
should
going for
save
vanilla.
first, but it's fine. All right. 50-50.
Please. Please.
And it could still be a bottle. Even if this is spiky, it could be a bottle.
Yeah. No, both chests could be spiky.
So just because it's spiky here, I mean, it probably will be a sword if it is spiky, but it doesn't have to be. What is it? What is it, Crystal? She's walking. It must be spiky. And it is.
Please.
It is. So it is something. Is it a bottle? We've already seen one bait bottle this seed. Alright. So yeah, Mr. Mario is a Jalhalla and then needs to immediately rush into Hyrule here, probably. And then it's going to come down to PG. Unless this is a bottle, then Mr. Mario is going to have to rush Go Ship. The answer is vanilla.
Vanilla. Yes.
Vanilla sword, and that means Crystal is in Go mode. Yeah, so I mean, there were avenues for
GG.
Mr. Mario to catch up here, but an unfortunate Earth Temple.
It's still a nice, sure, not exactly a winning comeback, but still a nice comeback from Mr. Mario after missing magic for a whole 30 minutes.
Yeah, this race was definitely decided at the beginning, but then a barren overworld clear by Crystal meant that Mr. Mario had the chance to catch up. Even gambled to hop across correctly. But yeah, unfortunately, it's just Earth Temple execution. But again, it's not over yet because Hyrule and Pup-Again is the just straight up hardest fight in this game. And anything can happen. Remember, the runners do not have soup. They do not have soup. They do not have double magic.
Crystal about to go really far with one arrow.
Yeah, and Crystal doesn't have arrows. So, an unfortunate taking too much damage in PG, and then, a couple of unlucky swipes by Ganondorf means that Crystal will have to climb the rope again or something.
Who knows? Crystal might die like 5 times to Ganon.
Yeah.
I mean, for now, Mr. Mario. At this point, the advantage Crystal had is that since she finished with Tower of the Gods, a Hyrule was the logical play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mr. Mario is leaving, so I think Mr. Mario is just gonna gamble the left side checks, and then I don't know. We'll see. Maybe Mr. Mario will also gamble Master Chamber.
Yeah, and that wouldn't be good. Oh no, Mr. Mario not gambling.
No gambles. Alright, so we're gonna do left side at least for Mr. Mario, which is just gonna really enforce the lead that Crystal has here. And overall, just well done by Crystal this seed. Just a strong lead throughout the entire seed. Yeah, and it was a little bit closer because of some unfortunate, emptiness in the overworld, but it's well done so far. Just needs to finish strong here. Yeah, Mr. Mario also reset out of hitting this hammer peg as well. Just a little unfortunate. Maybe gonna go back to get Medley. Get some magic. Yeah, you can also leaf the fog away there. Use the leaf to blow the fog away enough that you can get a hammer swing in. But just gonna bring Medley. We're still getting hit with the Moblin there. Needs to watch her health a little bit here because, well, I mean, there'll be a health refill before the fight here, but once you're in the fight, you have to keep an eye out on all your resources, your arrows, your magic, your health.
Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Puppet Ganon on Crystal's side. We're going for the quick snipe, but a little low. You have to be a little careful with these snipes. I mean, you'll probably just end up having to get refills on PG2 anyways. Nice snipe.
Nice shot.
Going for a second, waiting for the easier hit, and gets it. That's 2. Maybe going for one quick one here. No, looks like we're just gonna wait. That's a safe play. Nothing wrong with that. Bad angle though. Up again, blocking the shot. It's gonna have to wait a little longer. Oh, spin cycle. Oh, gets the spin
Nice
shot
shot.
though. Nicely done.
That is a pretty decent PG1. For
Yeah.
Crystal.
Yeah, all things considered. Now, no soup means no crypt shots here, so we're still just gonna have to hit the ball and then get some magic, or hope for some magic refills from the bats. The bats can be quite troll though.
These might just give her health.
Yeah, they shouldn't give her health because she is not at the kind of critical health, but they might drop nothing, they might just drop arrows, we'll see.
So,
Maybe going for one crypt shot. Doesn't get it though. Gonna hope for some magic refills. And yeah, we got magic refills. Nice. Grab all of them.
3, wow.
Yeah, that was really nice. Alright.
Oh,
And
Crystal always talking about her RNG. This scene has been pretty nice.
I also maybe get a double triple? No. I'm getting a heart drop there actually, and nothing else. That's a little unlucky, but it's fine. Oh! Or something. I don't know what happened there. But that's PG2 done for Crystal. Just the snake phase left. This is where you're gonna have to be a little careful of your health because the normal strat is to walk into the head with bombs. You have to be a little bit careful of the magic as well. It's kind of annoying to refill on magic on this phase. I'll just be using the bomb strat to guarantee 3 lighter hits. There's one. Nice.
Oh, nice.
Fast stun. Going for a Trog shot, perhaps? Oh, gets
Nice.
it! Let's go! Swag by Crystal. Yeah, and Mr. Mario still hunting for that last sword. It's not going to be here, though, unfortunately. We know it is in Hyrule. Crystal has just enough magic to recover if she falls. Can go for a greedy rope climb, but that's not bad.
That's a pretty decent one.
Yeah. Now, no Super Gandorf means it is going to be a slightly slower fight, and a longer fight means it can be a little more dangerous, more chances to get hit here. And Crystal is obviously not at full health, only 2 1/4 hearts. Oh, failing the grapple skip. Has enough magic to recover, but that's all you get. 1 recovery.
Hopefully Crystal gets like 40 heals here.
Nice. Oh, slashing, so that's going to put her in a bad position for the Pog slide. But it's not a big deal, just needs to grapple up or hook shot up. Alright, Mr. Mario doing this room. Looks like he saved the Stop Post mini boss for last.
Crystal confident in her health. Let's hope she doesn't get hit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because here's Zelda organic.
Careful.
Oh.
Okay. Careful. Gotta be a little careful. 1 1/4 heart. You can grapple Zelda for health, but Crystal feels like she doesn't need it, and maybe she doesn't. Maybe she probably doesn't. Let's be a little careful.
One hit and
This
it's
should take him, to phase 2.
this is spooky.
Crystal keeping us on the edge of our seats. Okay, quick parry here. Alright, and now we're gonna need another one because we don't have soup, but another quick parry here by Gander. And it's looking good. Onwards to phase 3, just need Zelda to cooperate with us, and it will be done.
What will Mr. Mario do now?
There it is.
And GG.
GG's to Crystal, a difficult seed,
Definitely difficult seeds.
but powering through, and Mr. Mario is going to DNF this one. GG's to Crystal, finishing with a first place time of 2:14.19. GG's to both runners.
GG's.
And I believe we have
Crystal is
Crystal in
Hello.
the room.
It's
Hello.
Now,
Hello.
It is good. Mr. Mario here as
And-
well. Welcome on in, runners.
First of all, you talking about your RNG last time, how did you like it this time?
You know, I ran around Windfall. I'm like, this is the perfect time to get some money while I'm waiting for Mila. Yellow Rupee, and I'm like, okay, maybe just a little bit more before I, phase through the door. Red Rupee, and I'm like, okay, this is pretty nice. More Yellow Rupees. It is crazy. That seed, though. That seed was...
seed. Yeah. We were wondering if you were gonna find everything except your swords at one point.
I was wondering the same thing, too, honestly.
Yeah, but then both of you ended up finding a sword. Mr. Mario, you went to Tachi first.
Yeah.
Crystal went to Earth Temple first. I was kind of surprised that your Earth Temple first play, Crystal. What was the kind of reasoning behind going there before Tachi?
It's just how, I don't know. Honestly, I was debating it the entire time, and my last overall checks that I had just happened to line up with Earth Temple. I was planning to get soup, by the way, when I was doing the Great Fairy, and then I forgot. And then I'm like, it's fine. I don't need soup. I can play this video game perfectly fine. And I got to the Floor Master room, and I'm like, oh, right.
We
this
were
is-
stressing out when you
I
were
was
doing
stressing out.
that.
I was stressing out.
Yeah, there was a couple of close calls with those Floor Masters.
Dude, those Floor Masters. Like, man, I don't know what to tell you. I was asking Trez, I'm like, hey Trez, can you just roll us these fast dungeons? Can you roll us DRC, FF, and Forbidden Floods? That'd be pretty awesome. And he said no. And I'm like, okay, great. Don't worry, there's gotta be one of those in there, right?
Yeah, double temple.
Wrong.
Yeah,
Wrong.
double
Those
temple.
all the bad dungeons.
Yeah, neither of you got soup, so we thought you guys were feeling confident with your ability to manage your health and magic. And speaking
I
of
should have grabbed
magic,
soup.
Mentioning magic is mean.
yeah, speaking of magic, Mr. Mario, unfortunately,
Oh my god.
forgot about the cafe bar postman. Can you talk us a bit?
Oh
there?
my god. Yeah, so I got delivery bag and then warped to Windfall and then opened my tracker and just marked off the 3 checks. And then
Right.
just never talked to the postman and went to do the flower side quest instead. And then he just, I don't know, got sent to the Shadow Realm before I remembered about him again. And I'm like, wait, bombs are not in logic, right? Right? And then I do all the bomb checks. I'm like, I have 0 checks left. This is a problem.
Yeah, I can imagine that can be a very stressful moment.
I reread the hints because maybe Mail wasn't actually foolish for some reason, but no, it was.
It was.
The
Yeah.
dungeon rush at the end, though, was a really good play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, Overworld was dead as hell. I was
Yeah.
so sad.
Yeah, there was a window for you to definitely come back, Mr. Mario, from that.
Yeah, and I was telling Crystal, after I finished Earth Temple, I was going to Master Sword Chamber, so
Yeah.
I would have gotten the last sword. but
It's
just
my second
too
to
many
last.
little like mishaps along the way.
Yeah,
That's-
unfortunately, that
Yeah.
Earth Temple was quite
Earth
rough.
Temple
Yeah.
is terrible. I was one little magic bar short of making it to the boss door. So bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Rip.
Yeah.
Luckily, the boss key was in the back, so I could just get it. But
Mhm.
Oh yeah, vanilla
Yeah.
boss. You love that.
Yeah, and that's
Love
something that
to-
maybe you're not used to, because coming from mini blends, of course, you start with double
yeah,
magic.
you always
and
have
soup.
double magic and soup. Yeah.
Yeah, so having only
Yeah.
one bar of magic and having to go through Earth Temple, it's not easy. Especially when you're
Yeah.
already kind of tilted with how it's been going,
Definitely.
I can imagine. But yeah, Earth Temple. Earth Temple went pretty well for you, Crystal, other than the scariness of the Floor Master's room.
The Floor Master room was scary. My Jahala was bad because I didn't
Yes.
have Master Sword or Soup, so I had to
Yeah.
sword the hammer.
Yeah,
Well, I tried. I
Unfortunately.
really tried. I was like, it'll be fine. Spin attacks, and it was not okay. And I'm like, no, come on. 4 cycle Jahala, smile. It's fine. I got to skip the 3 blocks room because I knew it was a small key.
Yeah, that was good as key counting by you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Thank you.
Mr. Mario,
I tried.
you skipped hop across and taught you.
Yeah.
Was that like a conscious effort to just gamble on checks and just rush
Yes.
the dungeon?
Absolutely.
I see.
I knew I was behind at that point. I needed to skip things.
Right, yeah, that's very fair. Yeah, we were kind of like waiting for maybe Crystal to check it at the beginning of her Tachi, but you ended up also gambling hop across until the end, so we were just edge of our seats. Where's that last sword?
Oh man.
Dude, I swear, I spent this entire seed thinking that Travis has somehow managed to like roll a seed where Lago accidentally managed to misplace all our swords, and they didn't actually exist.
I was freaking out. Like, this is not something you see often. Like, just swords not appearing, like, at all.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah, but you guys did have light arrows pretty early.
Yeah. On the other end,
Yeah,
we had all the bows.
Yeah.
All the bows, and I got them before the 30-minute mark, and I'm like, awesome. I don't know
No magic.
what I need to do with it. Yeah, no magic.
Yeah, like, bow-wise, it was, like, I think 27 for you, Crystal, and 30
Yeah.
something for Mr. Maya, and it was, like,
Yeah, that sounds about right.
like, that is just insane, but it's like, yeah, great, no sword. This is just gonna make everything painful, especially depending on
Yeah.
the order of dungeons.
Yeah, exactly. I already knew Wind Temple was gonna be first. I sat there and I'm like, wonderful. Wind Temple
If,
first. Fine.
When
Whatever.
I dipped Wind Temple and got the Feroy's Pearl, I was really hoping for Nehru's Pearl on literally
Oh, did you-
anything.
did you-
because that would
did
be
you
my
double
only
dip
way
Wind
I can
Temple?
get back. Yeah.
Oh no. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Mario
Yeah.
was still
that
hunting for
whole
the magic.
debacle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Right, yeah, that makes
unfortunate.
sense. Yeah.
I was
But,
like really thinking that Tingle Island would have something. We had so many Tingle
was-
statues early.
They
And
were,
then just
yeah,
boom.
that's the
It's
thing
like,
though. They
what?
were all early except for like the Z. No, they were all early actually. There is no way it's going to be anything. Fucking boomerang ass, fro, bump. I blew up ankle. I also blew up the kid as
You
well.
did, yeah, you did. That was kind of
Oh
messed
my
up.
god. I forgot to talk to Miss
Look, I
Mary.
don't-
too.
Oh yeah,
don't
at the beginning
need to.
too.
I don't.
Yeah.
I didn't need her. I was kind of hoping Pompey and Vera had something. I was really thinking about hoping to skip that Picto box.
hmm
But I was like, no, I need to be responsible.
Yeah,
And
you
do
were
my-
very, very principled, very thorough. You even checked Fire Mountain.
I
Despite the
really wish I
memes.
didn't.
Yeah. But
Look, man, I was desperate for a sword.
yeah, I don't blame you.
I was
Makes sense,
desperate.
honestly. Can't blame you. That's
I can like hold out for Fire Mountain, but when I'm when my last checks are ass, and more ass, I'm just like, alright, Fire Mountain is sorry, Claire. There was no I had to.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, it's only game 1 though.
Wait,
Game 2 scheduled for Friday. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
are we sure we can't just make this a best of 1 so we don't have to suffer?
Well, for
Well-
that and all the complaints, you'll have to direct them over to Trez.
Just
Oh,
make
good.
sure Trez doesn't touch any seeds relating to you in the future, and you should be good.
I agree.
Okay. I'm sorry.
I don't know
Oh
what you're
my
talking about. This was a
goodness.
perfectly fine
No,
seed.
honestly, this was an
Okay,
amazing
okay.
seed to
Yeah,
watch.
yeah, of course.
I
Oh, yeah,
apologize.
the cat seed. Oh my goodness. The guilt trip, guys.
No, next time we need the swords to just be the last 3 possible checks.
I'd rather
I
not.
mean, I got
please.
both.
I would also rather not.
Like each time we were there, like each time you could have gotten something useful. Nope, here's a shard.
Right.
What a great chat seed, Trez, that you rolled.
I'm sorry.
Why are you apologizing? Oh my god.
I guess our 2 runners weren't really capable to play such a fantastic seed and just I don't know.
Dang.
My
Wow, I
God.
see how it is.
Dang. Alright, let me go hide away now. I'm being guilt tripped.
But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed it. Friday 9 p.m. Eastern next match. And I will make sure to roll that seed as well.
Oh no.
Let's go.
At 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
And not wait a second.
Actually not gonna happen because it's like maybe it's on Friday, so I might.
Oh god.
I might.
Trez
we'll
is gonna
see.
be like, alright, I'm gonna take a nap, guys. I'll catch you at 9 o'clock.
Yep. And until Friday, I will just test seeds and just find the worst one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Wonderful.
Well, good luck to both of you.
I look forward
Yeah.
to it.
Look forward to it. All right. Thank you all so much for watching. Big shout outs to our 2 racers. Congrats, Crystal, of course. You survived the onslaught. And big shout out to our volunteers, to Tanjo, to Wolflink on comms, and to Jade, and also to Tal on tracking. I hope you all enjoyed it. Again, next match for this best of 3 gonna be on Friday, but before that there's gonna be plenty others. We have 2 matches on Wednesday, 9 p.m. and 10:30 p.m. Eastern, between Jarred and Gold, and Blank versus Skinny. And also on Friday, a triple header, finishing with the second game of this match today. So thank you all so much for watching. Take it easy. Have a wonderful day. And do you have anything to say, Crystal?
Oh, Trez. I have a lot of things to say. I'm not sure some of it's appropriate for
I love you too. All right, thank you all so much.
Oh
for
my
watching.
god, whatever.
Bye bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Goodbye.